Hello, swivel heads. It's Greg Allison with Green Greg's coming to you live on 25 March 22. Time on deck is 23:3800 hours. Hello, swivel heads. Excuse me. Central Daylight Time. I have to kind of watch back and forth to stop the video from sounding off. I didn't catch it quick enough today. That's why you see me doing this when I start a live session. Watching my main screen and that screen. All right, guys. So I've had a very busy week. A lot of stuff going on. The world's going crazy, and we're just trying to hang on. So we got some things to talk about here. So this is CME Fried Friday, Green Greg's and Ham. That's the name of this show on the CME. Sun's beginning to wake up. We won't talk about that a little bit here. We're going to go into the sun here in a minute. So let's just, for those that haven't watched one of my live sessions before, this I do on Wednesday and Thursday night, kind of a wide open chat session where you can just ask me anything under the sun, and believe you me, I get some wild questions. I mean, they are across the spectrum because I do cover a lot of topics. And some of the questions get pretty wild. But hey, we're a family here. On this channel, we're a family. And that's what you'll find out on our Wednesday and Thursday chats, and so a lot of the other chats too, that we are really family. We stick together. We even pray for our family members that need it at the end of the video. But what I ask of you is this: in this chat, please respect each other, please respect the channel, and please, beyond all things, do not cuss. This is a family channel. Remember, I just said this is a family channel. If you cuss, step out of line. My mods will take care of you in short order. So please be nice, be civil. If you disagree, do so respectfully. We don't need name calling, all this hurling, acting crazy. We're adults here, so let's act like it. All right, my friends, I'm going to show y'all some things. Let's see who's in the room here. We got a few people here already, not a whole lot. We got 2, Tim, 3, still Roz, Granny Lana. How you doing, Granny? Hey, you just got on phone good. Okay, timing. Catherine, how you doing? And we got American Patriot. Good to see you. We need more American patriots, that's for sure. We're going to be in short supply these days. So I'm going to do is share. We're going to go over to my screen. And I got some good news. And I don't have to share this again because I don't have that many people. We got good news tonight. We got some awesome good news. And the awesome good news is, when I first posted the video talking about this petition here, where you guys could go in here and send in a zillion petitions, we didn't get a lot of takers at first. But guess what? In fact, the video wasn't even doing good. Guess what? The good news is I kind of came in here and said, guys, this is important. This is vital. We got to do it. When I first posted the video with Tommy Waller, after I first posted it, the next day, we only had a little over 100 people that went in and signed a petition. So I got on here and I started banging on it. Good news. Over 4,000 new signatures, over 4,000 activations of petitions going out, and that's several petitions for each one of those. Wow, guys, you did it. You nailed it. Congratulations. You're my heroes. You came through. You came through. So they say, guys, we can't make a difference. Hopefully this will get some attention. This is the kind of thing we need to do, and we need to keep doing it. This is how we push the darkness back. This is how we push the order off the table, if you know what I mean. This is how we take control. Just remember what I always tell you: there's more of us than there are of them. And when they know we know that, yeah, we got them. That's the key. They got to know it. That's it, guys. That's it. So congratulations, guys. That was awesome. That was awesome. I am going to refresh my little laptop over here where I can keep up and see what you guys are saying in the chat while I go through other screens here. So I opened up my laptop. Give me a second here. One momentum he's, as Lily Tomlin used to always say. Yikes. I hate it when you reach to click something, and just as you reach to click it, the screen changes and you click something else. Why do they do that? Holy guacamole smoke-a-moly. Here we go. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I don't want to miss in the chat. We got 31 in the chat now. All right. Blessings, Black Space Girl. Oh, we got black space girl here. Huh? What's going on? Blessing Saints. Okay, cool. Black space girl. That's awesome. Any frogs tonight? There's some outside, but they're not chirping a whole lot tonight. It is kind of chilly and wet, and I had some things I thought we'd go through tonight. So, and I don't know I'm gonna stay out very long here tonight. I'm kind of I didn't get to bed at 6 o'clock this morning, so I'm running on thin gas, me and the caffeine. All right, new days, old ways. Even. Let's see what else we got here. We got a touch screen here. Great news, GG. That's right. We got great news. We got great news here, guys. And I have to come back to it because more of you will join in a little bit. We just got a few people in the room right now. Blue Alien, there's a heck of a name. The Bible told us these days are going to, yeah. Trying times. Things will not get better until Biden is out of office. Yeah, it can't be good when we got a weak president, that's for sure. That's for sure. All right, guys. So the good news is a lot of you took action here. You went in here and did what we needed to do. And if you're new to this and hadn't seen what we need to do, guys, is make sure the spent fuel rods aren't going to burn us at the power plants when the power goes out. So all you got to do is take 3 little minutes. And I've had several people tell me it didn't even take them 3 minutes. Go in here, click that. Takes you to this page. Click the take action now. Fill that out, hit submit, and bang, you're done. Petitions go to the president, the vice president, the head of the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, the Department of Energy, and several other bureaucrats. Your 2 senators and your congressmen. So a whole bunch of letters go out, petitions go out, and so this gets you heard. It's a quick way to have a huge impact. I'll take you 3 minutes. 3 minutes to save the world. That's all I'm asking, just a little 3 minutes. So if you haven't done it, please do it. All right, we're going to go back. Bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. All right. Weather, what I say tonight is CME fried. Yeah, like CME's fry you, right? So I thought that kind of fit. CME fried, green Greg's, and ham. And while we're saying CME, well, let's look at the sun. Solar tsunami and CME updated. I want you to look. We're going up to the sun here first. Now, you see the sunspot down here, 2974. I'm going to show you video of this sunspot having a little solar tsunami around it. But look up here, guys. This is coming around. This thing is humongous. It is humongous, and it is coming toward facing us. This thing could throw out some big solar storms. Cross your fingers and pray that it don't take us down. That is a big sunspot. All right, so we're going to get out of that. That's a pretty picture anyway, right? Okay, good thumbnail picture. Big old yellow sun. Yeah, I might have to go back and do that. End of the video. All right, so let's watch the movie here. So we had the little sunspot, 2974, kicked out an M1 class solar flare. And here's solar flares at different classes and energies. So watts per meter going this way. All right. Where's the video? Thought this was a link to the video. Come on. Must have clicked the wrong link. Watch the movie. Oh, yeah, here we go. When this thing fires, watch. Boom. You see that? Watch. Boom. Watch down through here. Boom. See it rippled out? Solar tsunami. Now, bear in mind, Earth would probably fit at the tip of this point here. So that's huge. You see it running all the way to here. So there's some energy line going here. I don't know what it is, but this thing goes. Ooh, I wonder how high that wave is on the sun. It'll probably dwarf anything we know on our planet. All right. Let's get out of that. Ding, 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 ding. All right, here's a good diagram, guys. This shows you how much the atmosphere filters out radiation. We got visible light getting through, thank good Lord. Near ultraviolet, almost getting through. This is the stuff that's probably burning you the most. Middle UV, no. Far UV, no, thank gosh. Extreme UV, especially, thank gosh, thank God, no. X-rays don't even make it all the way through. Even X-rays do not get all the way through. They stop around the stratosphere, troposphere. Troposphere is real close. Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere. All right, enough of that. Whew. Well, I'm going to show you something y'all have not seen on the asteroid chart before. Ding, ding. This is miss distance. This is how much an asteroid is going to miss the Earth in terms of linear distances. How far it's going to miss the Earth. 0. That means this one did not miss. This one was a hit. Fortunately, it's only about 6 foot across, 2 meters. But she was traveling pretty fast. So we got hit. This asteroid is no more. It's now part of Earth. It hit us. But it was just, I just sort of call it a meteoroid instead of asteroid, 6 feet. Yeah, that's not that big. Unless you're in a spacecraft and it hits you, then you're not going to resist anymore. Well, look here. This one's coming inside the orbit of the moon. This is lunar distance. So if it's less than 1, means it's coming inside the orbit of the moon. Fortunately, this one's only 5 meters across, maybe 15, a little better than 15 foot, 15 to 18. I have to sit down and calculate it, but this is pretty big, but it's not, going to be an end of the world event. So there's nothing in here to really be scared of again in these charts. Thank the good Lord. At least not yet. Now, the day after 18 May, all bets are off. I say that facetiously, my friends. Don't go out quote. Greg said on the 8th after 18th May, we're going to get nicked by asteroid. No, I didn't say that. I did not say that. That was me just acting silly. Nope, not coming. Nothing we know of anyway. So I won't be like Stephen Banoon trying to tell y'all every minute the asteroids are about to be raining on our head. Asteroids keep falling on my head. Some days it leaves me wishing that I would be dead. If they fell on my head, I think it would be. Cause, yeah, I don't know the words of that song, but y'all know from Sundance Kid, right? What was the name of that show? Robert Redford and what was his name? Played the 2 lead guys from the Sundance gang, Hole in the Wall gang that ran off to South American, got off and into the whole thing. All right, guys. So back to space weather. Nothing to be too worried about yet, but bear in mind we got some big sunspots coming. And this one, little one, 2974, already put out an M1 flare. What's this guy going to do? If we're lucky, nothing. Maybe something to give us some aurora borealis. Spotless days, none. Not recently. Well, the forecast for flares is not really that high. Some high latitudes. So we shall see. Maybe nothing. It's usually nothing, but one of these days, pow, right in the kisser. That's what. Pow, Alice, right in the kisser. Pow, Alice, to the moon. What movie am I quoting from? You know what movie that comes from? The meteor that hit Russia several years ago was something else, and nobody saw it coming. Yeah, Chelyabinsk. And before that, back in 1908, there was the Tunguska there. Yeah, Russia seemed to get hit by a lot of them. That's why I worry about Russia having a dead hand switch, for Pete's sakes. The doomsday dead hand switch. All right, I missed a bunch of comments. I better come back up and see what you guys are saying. Yeah. Himalayan salt inhaler. Okay, Granny. Blue alien. The Bible told us. Yeah, all right. I saw that earlier. North Alabama hiking from Lauderdale County. Good to see you here. Prepping hard as I can. Just picked up some food from last year's garden. All right, very good. Steely Dan. Nice North. All right, everybody's talking to each other. That's what we expect here. We are a family channel, guys. That's what we do in the family channel. All right. Solar flares means I get to see northern lights here in Maine. Yeah, I used to see some northern lights up there. Hopefully that's all there will be to it. Nothing scary. I love Aurora. Her music is beautiful. Mainers, onion Mainers. Bang, Charles, you got it. Pow, Alice. Right in a kisser. Pow, Alice, to the moon. I always thought we should have named our lunar probe Alice. Wouldn't that have been perfect? Honeymooners. Exactly. Sign the petition. Thank you there. Thank you there, Katie, for posting that to sign the petition. Tim, how you doing? Where are our magnetic poles at now? Where our magnetic North Pole's heading to Russia. It's going to invade Russia. All right. I believe we're done on this page. We want to move over to the next thing. Oh, that ain't where I wanted to go. Maybe I didn't want to kill it. So actually, yeah, I did want to show that page. Oh well. So much for that. I'll go back to it. Guys, we got I got one video that needs some help. Now I had posted 2 videos today. Yesterday I did the video with General Ken Krosniak. I did not have time to finish editing and get it uploaded and do all the paperwork, you know, all the stuff I put on them when I post them. Oh my gosh, it took forever I had to edit it some. It took forever for it to compile, upload, and then I had all this other stuff to do to it, and it was just a time eater. So even though I filmed it yesterday, it didn't get put up till today. But see, all along I had an interview scheduled with Dr. Bradley, so I wanted to get it up early enough that it didn't squeeze Dr. Bradley's interview. Now this is done decent. Actually, it's got more views than what it's showing here. It says 912 there. When I click my analytics, it tells me that it got 1,200. So it's done a little better. It's getting some views right now, 43 in the last 60 minutes. So I lost 2 subscribers on that one. Really? 2 was 1. Somebody else unsubscribed. This video, though, is hurting. I got Dr. Arthur Bradley here. PhD electrical engineer. He's got his own test lab, his own place where you test out all kind of electronics and means to protect your electronics. And this is doing pretty bad performance wise. Only got 200. Well, it's gonna be more than that, but it's really hurting for views. That's not what I'm looking at. Here we go, guys. Hang on. Got me a number more subscribers, but the views on it are running low. It's got 434 views. And you can see down here where my cursor's at. That gray bar above it shows where I should be, but this is where I'm at. So this is underperforming quite a bit, 38% less than normal. And I don't know why, guys. Dr. Bradley is very smart. He's a good guy, and yet it's underperforming. So if y'all would, especially when you get down this video, go in there and watch this video. Just let it play. Listen to it. You don't have to put your eyeballs on the screen. But Dr. Bradley's a good guy. So let's get these up, guys. Come on. I've said on that one. Yikes, hang on. Wendy. Here we are, guys. This is our Wendy's web page. Always click the screen to get rid of that thing, and I always wind up creating one of these instead. Yeah, get that off there. So it's kind of mild. It says 50 here, but actually it's more like 45. So I think this is not right. Maybe it needs an update. Ruh-roh. scanned out. Okay, these days looks like you're about 37 to 34, somewhere in that temperature range. You're up there pretty cool, almost freezing. Granny, I haven't watched yet. I will though. Thank you, Granny. Appreciate that. War in Ukraine. We are WW3 already. Ken Crosby. Yeah, that was doing pretty good. Let's make sure we also watch the one after that. I did another one on with Dr. Bradley. So somebody will share the Bradley link. General Ken interview was quite good. Well, thank you. Question Reality. I had some people that didn't like it, but a lot of you do. Oh, look here, warming up down here. But look here, show low is only 52 degrees. But over here, 84, 82. Wow. The show low is 52. I'm actually cooler here now. It's actually about 45, so this ain't exactly right. Let's go up here where Arnold Smith's from. Arnold, you in the house yet? Don't think so. 12 degrees. Woo-wee. High level airport. 21, 25, 10 degrees over here at Fort McMurray. Oh, Alaska warming up some. Allen Army Airfield, 35 degrees. That's below freezing right there. Below over here. We got anybody in the house from overseas? Rain and thunder. Got some snow up north. Some snow over here in Colorado. Some of these other estimates here. I'm gonna get off this page. All right. We don't have Doug from Uncommon News in here yet, do we? Well, I want to ask him is why there's so many earthquakes here all the time. Oh, there's a ton of earthquakes right in this part of Texas. I don't know what that's all about. 51. How you doing, Arnold? We just went and windy. Okay, back from Alberta. All right. There's something y'all might be aware of. Soviet Project K nuclear test. It's talking about the Russians that had fired a 310 kiloton nuke up in the atmosphere over Kazakhstan. And they had some things instrumented to see what it would do. So they had this telephone line that got fried for over 350 miles. That's what they had an instrument at. Well, it actually, this whole thing fried pretty much. The EMP fused all of the, well, more than that, 570-kilometer monitored overhead telephone line, measured with currents of, and here's the currents, guys. So this fried that whole line, which is 570 kilometers, 350-mile cable got fried. It fried the 3,400. It had 1,500 to 3,400 amps going through that line. That is a big jolt of current, guys. That is huge. That'll fry anything. Could burn your house down. That's why I did the video with Dr. Bradley today. I was talking about that. So you need to be careful, guys. This is why we need to start paying attention. This could fry your house. We don't want that to happen. Oh, yeah, I got some coffee here. Really needing it. 97 degrees, says Ken. Oh. Did I close that page out? Yeah, I closed that windy. Might go back to it later. Well, what did I do there? Bing. All right, so what this says is you can get huge currents from the CME. Huge currents on the line from CME. If you go look at some of the waveforms that some people are testing the components to, they're based on high voltage, low current. But that current's going to fry you. So that's not credible. Not credible for some of these devices. You know, they'll claim you can survive multiple EMPs. They're full of it. In the event, I just wanted y'all to see this. I'll go in more depth on it in the future, but it's real. Also, I heard it either Nagasaki or Fukushima, not Fukushima, either Nagasaki or Hiroshima. When we dropped the atom bombs there, there was a telephone switchboard 6 miles away from ground zero. One woman had went to go to the break room or something. When she came back, everybody at the switchboard was dead. They got electrocuted. At, you know, the old-fashioned operators plug things into the phone lines. The phone lines carried so much current it electrocuted all the operators 6 miles away. And that was just a little 15 kiloton blast. Ooh, hey Amanda, how you doing? I didn't say a darn thing about Russia, Amanda. Cut it out. I'm getting tired of that. I'm talking about EMPs. Everybody's to blame in this war in Ukraine. I wasn't even talking about that. Don't just jump off in here and start accusing me of stuff. I'm getting tired of that. So I had a bunch of people do that, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. $18.59. Yeah, Carrington event. So that's one thing I was talking about. I said we may have a CME coming at us. That was one of the first things I showed was from space weather. And we'll come back over. So I want to come back now to one thing. I want to give a big congratulations to everybody. Telegraph burnt women. Yeah. EMP, well, don't blame others. Well, Amanda, we're talking about CMEs, EMPs. I'm talking about what can happen with the field strength of things. Why you need to be prepared. Why buying some junk devices like they advertise. So many people ask me about it all the time when I criticize without trying to directly point out who it is, because they sue the heck out of everybody. That one company does. There's one company out there that is a nasty company. I'm going to just put it that way. And I've said enough already to be on the verge of them to come after me. And they have sued some of my friends. And I don't think if they get after me, I am going to go full throttle on them. I am going to tear them up. I'm going to take their devices and test them on my video. I'm going to fry them because they sell junk. And there's some big channels on YouTube that promote the heck out of those things. And unsubscribe for some of them because it's junk. It's snake oil. And y'all ask me about those things all the time. That's why I'll show you things like that. You know, you don't take 1,000 amps and run it through a wire this size and think it's going to do you any good. That thing will vaporize. It will flash, poof, like a element in a photo. Remember those old tubes you used to get with cameras? You'd press a button and the flash bulb would fry all the little wires in it. They would all burn and poof, make a bright flash. I've done that with conductors, with wires, by accidentally hitting too much current on them and watching them go poof. They vaporize. They turn into light and vapor. So you hang up. Yeah, that's all they do. That's what those wires will do. That's why I am against some of this junk. Also, what they don't tell you with that junk is the whole lot of the current comes up through the ground. Oh yeah, that was mentioned in that article too. A whole lot of the current comes up through the ground. Pipes underground burn. Sure enough, and that happened that Russian test. I was using the Russian test as a data point here. That's why it's because they actually tested and did some measurements. So I was using that as a data point. Mother War T. So I'm trying to tell everybody that you got to watch this stuff. There's a bunch of knuckleheads out there selling snake oil, and a lot of channels are on it because they get paid for every one of those units to sell. They sell them for about $400 a piece, and the guys selling them getting $100 to $200 a piece for selling those things. Yeah, I could do that because I talk about this EMP all the time. If I sold those, I'd be making a killing. But I ain't gonna sell you junk that I don't believe in. And yet I get some people criticizing me for selling long-term storage food, which might save your life, something that is good. If people don't, so when food prices get about 4 times higher, don't come to me crying about it, because I've put it out here for a long time. When you can't find stuff on the shelves, don't come to me crying about it. I put it out here for a long time, but I've had people just criticize me endlessly about some of this stuff. And it's like, guys, you realize how much time I spend doing these videos, how much time it takes to put this stuff together, to post it? Too much. And when I get attacked by people, I think about quitting. It's a lot of work to come on here and do this stuff, guys. It's a lot of work. It takes hours and hours and hours to put all this stuff together and do the research and to bring people on here. It takes time. You don't just walk up the camera and start talking, blah, blah, blah. There are peppers that do that. They don't know what the heck they're talking about. They're full of it. They come on you, blah, 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 blah. And, like the guy who said, I tell you, anybody that tells you to prep has got a place. I'll support them. If they're just there telling you to prep, I'll support them. But you got to kind of watch some of the advice. The guy who said that an EMP, a coronal mass ejection will not affect you if you were on the night side of the earth. He got, I don't know, tens of thousands, way more views than I ever got on all of my probably all my videos on EMPs and CMEs. That guy got scads of views on that. And he was absolutely wrong. But everybody believed it, I guess. He got tons of views. Nobody criticized him. He didn't get any, oh, look what you did, blah, blah, blah kind of comments. He got tons of views. And he was wrong. The Carrington event was waking people up at night. They thought it was morning in Colorado. They were getting up and cooking their eggs because the sun was coming up. And they discovered it was like 2 a.m. or something like that. There was in the 1989 Quebec event occurred at 2 a.m. in the morning. It was dark. We're on the night side of the earth. Their power grid got fried. Why? Because the earth has a magnetic field, a magnetosphere. And when the CME hits the earth, it goes out the whole thing. Like cracking an egg and pouring it over your head. That's what it's like. It goes everywhere, anywhere. It don't matter which side of the earth you're on. You don't have to be facing the sun for a CME to get you. I've said that many times. Bless his heart. He didn't know. He wasn't a rocket scientist. Okay. Well, I'm here to let you know. But I don't get near the views. So, but I get people coming on here. Somebody in my last video that I just did with Dr. Arthur Bradley criticized me. Oh, NASA, black tongue. Well, you know what? I like to catch that guy in person. Because there wasn't a thing that Arthur Bradley said that was absolutely gold, absolutely true, word for word. Every darn word he said was absolutely true. If you can't buy into that, that guy was telling some junk. Oh, the whole world's full of the ionization. Got covered around, and the whole world's got all this ionization, all because of NASA, and the whole ground's covered with metal. Well, I guess I went in there in his dinner table and sprinkled metal on his dinner table when he wasn't looking, right? You show me where there's a NASA airplane anywhere doing any of this stuff. Man, NASA don't do that kind of stuff. I mean, there's so many people come up with so much junk. They believe all kind of crap You try to bring them a story and they come up with junk like that. Okay, I'm on my high horse now. But you know, I can see why some people would get on their high horse. Guys, well, Rocket Man, did you ever expect that after your 2 other videos that were happy, now you have to endure such selling so well? There's a lot of silliness. No kidding. Guys, but what the good news is this. I do have good news. I'm gonna have to thank y'all for this. There's a whole lot of you are good guys. There's a whole lot of you are heroes. And I respect you. You know, this really renewed my faith. This is what keeps me going. So here's the good news. Now we got 87 people, and we're going to talk good news. Okay. Hope my comments and questions didn't bother you. Okay, questions are fine. Questions are fine. You can ask anything. That's fine. And I'm here to help inform. If you say, hey, Greg, is the world upside down? Is it this? Okay, that's fine. It's a question. But when you come in just criticizing, shooting from the hip, talking junk, and you don't know what you're talking about, but you think you know all the answers, you know, maybe you need to go look in a mirror. So that's all I got to say. But, you know, I try to bring the truth. I try to bring good stuff in here. You know, nobody's perfect. I don't claim to be perfect. A lot of people do. Oh, yeah, there's channels. They'll tell you they know everything. I don't claim that. But I tell you what, show me another channel that brings you guests like I do, of any size. Show me a channel with 1 million viewers, except maybe somebody like Rex, you know, huge programs. But show me a channel that brings, especially the technical views on these subjects that I cover. Show me a channel that brings you that. And here's another thing. Show me a channel that don't, when they bring a problem, that brings a solution. Almost every one of my videos, I bring something to do about it. I bring a solution. And yet people accuse me of putting out fear porn. I'm trying to get situations fixed. I'm trying to correct things. I spend a lot of time and money running power grid defense conferences, power grid defense organization. I'm still in 2 power grid defense committees. We lost a lot of money. We lost $20,000 on that last power grid defense conference, by the way. $20,000 came out of the pockets of the guys in my group, out of our personal pockets. That's how much we care about these things. A lot of people don't get that we're out here doing this because we think it's important. We think it's vital. And when people, you know, come in just want to, you know, throw smack around, that's why I get a little worried about it. That's why it bugs me. You know, it is personal. When you put that kind of money and that kind of skin in the game, you spend the amount of time we spend on it for somebody just to walk in the door, like walking in the saloon, you guy across the room, your breath stinks. So you can't smell your breath, but he's going to tell you something stupid like that, right? You know, that's kind of what it's like. You know, we should ignore it, but you know, but they'll leave comments and other people start liking the comments. It's like, really? Wow. Okay. All right. So good news. Let's go back to good news. You're a good man, Greg. Thank you for it. Thank you, Nippy. Thank you, Nippy. Oppenheimer Ranch. What about Oppenheimer Ranch? I ain't got no complaint on Oppenheimer. Is Faraday cage rule? Yes. The Faraday cage is based on Gauss's law. That's old physics. I talked about that in a previous video. So yeah, go check out my video with Dr. Arthur Bradley. I'll need to watch it. It's underperforming. That video is like, you know, I got a gray bar where my view should be. It's way down here. It's underperforming. So that needs some views. I don't know why a guy telling you how to protect your home, protect your car, telling you the truth is underperforming. And other videos out there where somebody don't know smack about anything gets thousands of views. That's what gets me. I bring you good guys, bring you the truth, and nobody want to see it. Some knucklehead comes on here who don't know jack diddle about anything, and he brings on and he talks smack. They get views out the yin yang. Woo! Everybody got to watch that. And he don't know a diddle about anything he's talking about. But everybody got to watch it. But if he tells you to prep, at least there's some redeeming value in it. If you listen to it and you get the message, you need to prep. But see, they don't also come in and tell you what you need to prevent the situation, which is what I bring you. What other YouTube channel does this? But the good news is y'all starting to listen. The good news is there's a bunch of you guys and more of you on the good side than not. That's the good news. So pardon me for ranting. I shouldn't do that, especially on you guys, because you're the good guys. If you're in here now, you're the good guys. So here's what you need to know. Here's what you need to know. When I first posted the video with Colonel Waller, Tommy Waller, it performed pretty bad. It was doing pretty rotten. But hang on, guys. And he had a metric. So when you do this, when you come in here, guys, this is what I want y'all to do. If you're not done this already, do this. We're trying to save the world. What you do is come into this video, click here. And sometimes I'm sharing this page. I think I actually shared this link to a lot of y'all. In fact, I should copy it and post it in the chat room. Hang on, guys. Let me bring it down here. And I saw Katie did that earlier. New days, old ways. Come here, click this. This will take you 3 minutes to save the world, guys. Basically, just 3 minutes. The good news is 4,000 of y'all did it after I came back and kind of spanked on them a little bit. At first, nobody was doing it. Nobody's paying attention to it. But I came back and I hammered on it. And you guys said, oh, okay. Y'all got involved. 4,000. Guys, that's huge. To the public officials, that's like 400,000 people to them. So that's huge. That's huge. For every person that responds, they think there's 100 people in their constituents that think that. So when they get 4,000, so that we sent an additional 4,000 on top of what they already had. So that's what I'm proud of. That's why I'm happy, guys. And I am. I'm actually happy. I'm proud of y'all. That says, what this says is we can make a difference. But see, I put stuff like this in tons of my videos. Things like this. I put websites, things to do, actions to take. This is where we make a difference, guys. You go in here and you fill this in, you hit submit. Why do you fill this in? So it knows what senator, which congressman to send it to. Because this is going to go to your 2 senators and your congressman in the House of Representatives in Washington, D.C. It goes to the president, the vice president. It goes to the head of the Department of Energy, the head of the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, and several other people that are sending this to also. So when you fill this out, bang, it goes out. These people get it. 4,000 of you responded. I'm very proud of you for that. And that's where this channel stands ahead of so many others, and that's where you stand ahead, because you're making a difference. And I'm really, really, really proud of you for that. I can't say that enough. So yeah, so all this, don't take personally what I'm saying about, spanking on some of these other guys who come in throwing, smack, because I know it's not you. But I just want y'all to see this and to know it. That's what's happening, guys. 4,000. Back to space weather. Yeah, for those that didn't know, if you come in late, one thing, the sun's got this little 2974 sunspot to put out an M1 flare, and there's video showing like a tsunami coming off this thing on the sun. But look at these guys here, 2975, 2976. These are huge sunspots up here, guys. Huge sunspots, and they're aiming toward us real soon. Won't be long, they'll be facing our way. Let's hope and pray they don't kick anything out that's going to cause anything serious. Maybe just some pretty northern lights that Katie can go watch. And Katie, if you see some pretty northern lights, send us some pictures. We all want to see it. But that's a pretty picture right there. Maybe I need to put that. This is why I titled the video tonight, CME, Coronal Mass Eject, CME Fried Friday, or Friday Fried. Yeah, that's because we might be CME fried. Let's hope not. But one day, sooner or later, if we don't get our grid hardened, the sun will get us. That's why we got to get our grid hardened. And these nuclear power plants are the worst threat of the grid going down. And it's a huge threat. I've covered that in many, many videos. If you've not seen them, go watch them. I cover that in many, many videos. So I just want y'all to see that. And I'm being repetitive because that's what they train you to do in the military. They tell you to tell people what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you told them. And then 10% of them might actually hear it. So by the time you do it 30 times, they actually in marketing, they say people have to see something 6 times before they buy it. So, okay, that's why I had to come back and say this a few times. All right, I get it. But y'all come forward. Y'all responded, and I love that. But see, this is what's in so many of my videos. And then that's why I started the Freedom Restoration Foundation. And there's just so much capability of what we can do. And I tell you, when it comes to the people running the world and us, I always tell you this, there's more of us than there is of them. That's why there's hope, guys. And you got good souls, you got good hearts. So that's why I believe we can take charge. All right, let's see what everybody's saying here tonight. Periphery Wizard. That's the name, Periphery Wizard. Hey, fellow wizard. All cores are after quick profit. Profit, like a profit, prophesying profit. That's got a good play on words, like PROPHET versus PROFIT. All right, Sophia from Ohio, how you doing? For rickets, limes worked okay. For rickets, oh, okay, yeah, for rickets, that's true. Amanda, who ate your breakfast, girl? Why are you so sour and mean right now? What's got into you? I didn't eat your breakfast this morning. Oh yeah, I want to put that. Oh, that link's over here. Hang on, guys. I'll copy it on this computer. Ding, 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 ding. Here we go. Post it in here. Why are you sad, Amanda? Why are you sad? Egos and money. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Few days I've seen the Northern Lights 4 times since 2011 up here. Okay. Yeah, I've seen some. I used to see them all the time when I was in Alaska. I used to look south to see the Northern Lights. Jesse Mills, how you doing? All right, and I'm back up near the top of the view. So I've seen people talk about honeymooners. That's some earlier conversation. Oh, that's good. That way I won't miss too much. Question real. Glad you like General Ken. Thank you for sharing the EMP video there, Katie. Appreciate that. People need to see that one. John in the spirit, good night all. Well, good night to you. I don't know, I had to talk with a friend. Oh, that's important. That's very important. So let's see here. Amanda, okay. I got some stuff to show y'all here in a minute too. Fried some generators. Oh, Tico, you fried some? You know, Birth rate went up in Quebec. That's good. That's interesting. The fire goes out and the birth rate goes up. I always tell you there's a silver lining around every mushroom cloud. Arnold says, well, Rocket Man, did you ever expect that after your 2 other videos, I saw this earlier, that were happy, now you'd have to endure such stillness without any thank yous? Of course, that's what happens. You do videos that are happy and you try to be positive, then you show a video and then people will only look at that video and they'll jump in and start attacking you. So really, and they don't even know who I am. One guy accused me of being a Nazi, and that really pees me off. But really, you see my daughter? I got no use for Nazis. No use. They don't know who I am. Make crazy accusations, because they just hear a little bit of something. They don't catch the whole thing. They probably watched any of my other videos. They don't know where I stand on things. It takes more than one video to get the picture of where we're coming from here. So I cover a lot of topics, and they're not simple. So you got to take that into account. All righty. Whoops. There we go so far. Kamala's new press secretary deleted 10,000 emails. Wow. Why? Because they're probably all negative. Y'all stink. Get out of office. Hot Pepper K is a bot. Uh-oh. We got somebody called Hot Pepper K. All right, guys, keep our eye out for that. What was Hot Pepper K doing? Probably already deleted in here. What's up, Taz? Stacy Silla Music and Green Thumbs Things. Greg, I love your channel, but the special guests look like dummies with all the ums and ahs. Well, you know what? He was just talking. I mean, it wasn't a polished speech. He was just talking. I know a lot of guys that do that. That was a general. And by the way, I've got some friends that have genius level PhD. I mean, genius. They're actually geniuses, extremely high IQs. Like Gary Barnhart. I had him on my Galactic Greg's channel. He's bad to say "ouch." It just sounds so weird. Instead of "ah" or he goes "ouch," and it's like what? So, maybe they're not polished speakers. Cayenne, why you keep hopping on wearing masks? We're not even in a peak COVID period right now. So, do you wear a mask when you ride in your car, when you're on your bicycle? I know people that do that. Oh, I'd lost my chat room here. Shucks. You know what? Right now, since I'm in the chat room, I'm just going to monitor from here. Signed twice this time. Susie, I'll watch it tomorrow. Okay, that's good. Just it needs some watching. Starting to sound like Lee. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Well, you just get a lot of people talking smack. Sometimes it just gets under your skin when you work so hard putting all this stuff out. So, especially when people attack some of my guests, it's like, come on, guys, get a grip. Diamond had a great revealing summary of all level 4 labs and those involved. Folks, you need to watch it. Okay. Is it on Rumble? So that video is just on Rumble. I was thinking about doing a lab video. All right, we're back to positive area there, Thomas. No drops for Cha-Cha tonight. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe they're over in Lee's room tonight. Well, Cha-Cha, well, I don't know. She's not over there anymore. Test has, well, Greg, the internet has a bunch of trolls. Well, that's true. That's true. Although one of them that was throwing a lot of smack has been subscribed to me for 3 years. I was like, really? Why are you throwing smack? And I don't know what got into Amanda. Lately, all she does when she comes in here is just starts attacking. She's doing that now. Like, you know, like, don't talk bad about Russia. You're talking about Russia. I didn't say nothing about Russia tonight. It's like, really? Well, and then she said, but you will. So where's all that come from? What's eating at her? I want to know that. I guess she's gone now. If you're still in the room here, speak up, Amanda. Are you here? Amanda, are you still in the room? Speak up. That's what I said. I didn't eat your breakfast, girl. What's got you all twisted up? You've been doing that lately. Not a little bit, but a lot. Used to be sweet. Now you're just all teeth and claws. I've seen the northern, oh, I saw that comment earlier. Well, Greg knows about the LFTR reactors. Yeah, the light water. Told him about, maybe Rocket Man will do a show on what could have been the safest reactors. Actually, right now we're waiting for those little modular nuclear reactors. I think they're going to be the safest things we're going to have. Jason Stacy, I know a few people that have some intelligence. They also use and that's right. That's right. That's right. There's a lot of that. Hang on, guys. Did I want to check out something real quick? Lots of ums and ahs. They're thinking. You know, when you got a long video and somebody's pondering things, they got to stop. And, you know, they're not always trained speakers. Was that what it is, Troy? Now, she's been doing that video after video lately. I don't know why she didn't used to do that. But, you know, they've been in a lot of, I'll give her a little credit. They've been in a lot of stress in Australia. They've been locked down like crazy for a long time. Lee in the chat room. Oh, Lily, okay. Good evening, sir. So, Lily, you're here to stay or are you leaving? What's a good evening? All right, so let me come back to the chat room here. I was looking at something else. Major Ed Daines predicts a kill shot from the sun. Yeah, he's been predicting that for some time. So I don't know, guys. Yeah, he's a remote viewer from way back. So I ain't heard anything from Ed Daines recently, though. Has anybody heard from Ed Daines recently? Anything new about Chernobyl? Not heard anything new. So obviously they've kept it cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, new days. Oh my goodness. Lee, yeah, Inventor Lee's there. How you doing, Lee? I see now. Good to have you in here, sir. Horton here's a who was the one I remember. Hopkins. Okay. Tim Casper says, we love you, Amanda, and we're here for you, even if you don't agree. That's right. Sometimes we got to disagree and respectfully. Well, I said that when I started this whole video. I said, if you come in here, be respectful. But you come in here and you just go into attack mode, just making accusations. That's not cool. Nobody said anything about what she was saying. It's like, really? Now, I did actually say the word Russia, but I was talking about a test they were doing and just a test result. That's all I referenced it to. Well, they were monitoring some phone lines and an EMP they generated in their own country. The whole point I was making was that these little chintzy devices that you get or the other people are promoting are no good. Bugsy, how you doing? How you doing? So I've been trying to doing well, sir, says Lee. Fire around Chernobyl. Yeah, I've heard about the fire there, start on mouse. It doesn't mean it's going to kick the radiation up. A lot of people are worried about that. If you had a really big fire where you get like a fire tornado, then yeah, it could take up a lot of stuff. Depends on what kind of fire it is. Yeah, you can get some, stuff on the surface going up, stuff that's in the bark, but it's going to go as far as the smoke goes at most. Uh, but the heavier elements will drop out fast if they should get lofted. The good thing about Chernobyl is it occurred a long time ago now, and even the fuel rods there should be cooled down a lot. You like it when Amanda gets feisty? That's all right, but why don't you just have to keep on? What was it? Was eating at her. And so Eric says, okay, Russia blew away the city. My dad says Russia wants Poland. Well, the Polish certainly think that. Lee Wilbarger is doing a room raid on green grades. All right. We got to return the favor pretty soon. We got a room raid, guys. That's cool. I agree. No nuke stir up from fire. Yeah, I'm not really worried about the fire. I just don't want the place to burn up. Subscribe to Lee's. Oh my gosh. Take that out. What happened with that comment? Nope, it's gone. Lee Wilbarger's baby mama. What? Hang on. Wait, where's the hide at? I can't hide it. What's going on with that comment? How come I can't hide it? Okay, good. Thank you, New Days. I couldn't find the hide button for that. That's odd. All right, Lee Wilbarger's baby mama. Watch it. You're going to get banned. Yeah, I think he wants Poland too. So Lee, let's have a little discussion here. Thank you so much for the EMP video and the EMP doctor. It's very informative and practical. That's what we try to bring you. It's very informative, practical information. All right, Mercy Grace, thank you so much for the EMP video. Yeah, everybody needs to get in and watch the EMP video. Yeah, I see that, Lee. Some troll. All right, well, that troll's been taken care of. Good to see some raiders in here. Very good. Yeah, looks like we got a room raid on some Lee's channel. We did a room raid on his channel about a week ago and returning the favor. That's a good thing. It's where you can share with other channels. All right, so Lee, how about this? Canadian Prepper. I told Canadian Prepper in a comment I was going to give him a shout out tonight. So here's the shout out. He'll probably never know it. A lot of you watch him, so you can tell him in comments. If I were to go over there in the comment section and put a bunch of comments on Canadian Prepper, because he hasn't been responding to me lately. He and I don't see eye to eye on climate, but he is. But I give him credit for being a good analyst on several topics. And so, and I told Dr. Pry that before he interviewed me. And he hasn't posted an interview with Dr. Pry yet. I don't know why, but it could be he just needs a lot of work to get it up there. He finally got to have Dr. Pry as a guest, but he hasn't posted that video yet. Let's see. Hey, Greg and Greg heads. Yeah, we're swivel heads over here because we keep our eyes wide open and head on a swivel, looking at what's coming at us. So thank you there, Sophia. So it's my own stream too. Okay, so it's on your stream. All right, very good. Well, Lee, what Canadian Prepper threw out, and it's something that I've heard discussed, and I do have conversations with a lot of us together on. See, I'm actually I'm a state director in Dr. Pry's organization. So we get on there and we have the telecons. We talk about these things. 50 worms. That's good there, Melanie. So here's the question. it's been kind of weird. Why is it that Russia never seemed to go for air superiority? They never really brought in their fighter craft any considerable level to start with. They did some artillery strike, pretty heavy artillery strike early on, but they didn't keep that up. They have really picked on Mariupol, but then maybe that's because the Azov's down there, so they're claiming they're trying to denazify things. So maybe that they would claim victory on that, just attacking that city, which is awful to what they're doing to that place. But so the question is, what is Russia's real game? It's been suggested by some that they haven't brought their A game to play here. And what Canadian Prepper threw out was the idea that maybe they're training their troops. They're throwing their people in the meat grinder to toughen them up. They're purposely not giving them the winning hand at first. They're making them go through things to toughen up because they want hard combat soldiers to deal with NATO. The whole thing that they're making, the whole point and Canadian Prepper, he's the first person to put it on YouTube. I didn't put it out. I've heard it. We discussed it. The Ukrainian defenses and the Stinger is taking on. Yeah, the Stingers do take a toll. They got that. That's for sure. But if they really brought in a lot of aircraft, could they overwhelm the number of Stingers that the Ukrainians have? That's a good question. But so the supposition put forward, Lee, is the idea that they may be just letting their troops go through the meat grinder to make them tough, to weed out the wheat from the chaff, so they have a hardened army ready to take on the NATO countries. Because they didn't think their army was tough enough yet. They're not had enough battle experience. NATO is messed up, says Melanie Dawn. Yeah, to some degree. Russia doesn't have an A game. They thought that was going to be a cakewalk. Well, that's what it seems like. And certainly there's all the reports of Putin throwing fits over this and firing generals. They thought they'd take it in 3 days. Well, I even heard 2 days. But what if they're just playing a game on us? What if it's all just a show and they're planning to, yeah. So, for those that think they're going to go after NATO, if what we're seeing over there is what it is, how in the world would they do it, Lee, without short of nukes? How in the world would they go after NATO if they can't handle Ukraine? How are they going to go into Poland? 30-40% of the army. Well, they lost the forces deployed. They've definitely lost what they deployed. 100, maybe 140,000 troops on against Ukraine, and it's thought that they've lost 15,000 killed. That there are several captured. So I'm hearing numbers from 20 to 40,000 that have been killed, captured, run away, or injured. Wag the dog. Putin is a trillionaire. He's laughing, says Tom. Well, he's definitely a trillionaire. I don't know if he's laughing or not. Some people think he's at the end of his rope and getting dangerous. We're supposed to be only locked down 2 weeks. There was that, right? They can't go after NATO, but they still think they can win. Yeah, that's dangerous there, Lee. That is dangerous. Nate gives all right, so Arnold's talking about Nate. Nate gives good thought to a lot of topics, Willis, but he gets too attacked by viewers. So it's a lose-lose situation for channel creators. Lee should have Nate do a show with Greg. Yeah, I'd be interested to do a show with Nate. Should have Nate. You talking about Nate from Canadian Prepper? I suppose you're talking about Arnold. Cannon fodder. Dave Harrison, without Chine, they can't do jack. Could be. Gog Magog, says Devil's Den. Could be. The world's a stage, says Starling Mouse. Well, yeah, but how's the actors working it out? So let's see. Lisa Bradley, I don't know that he doesn't like but they were supposedly going to fight Ukraine. Well, he sent those guys in from Chechnya, and they got obliterated. Yeah, he sent the Chechnyans in, and he's talking about Canadian prepper, Lee. That's what I think. I think that the better troops are still in the dugouts waiting for the moment. That's what Arnold's thinking. You are right. Something is way off about this war. Maybe Putin is tipping the bottle of vodka again. That's possible. Only winning move is to not play the game. Well, there's Cha-Cha. So here's what, let's see, Veteran Lee Wilbarger, I sent a link to Ask Lee live in regard to Putin and his wealth and assets. Yeah, he's got money. You know, his opposition, Putin's opposition party, is really accusing him of being corrupt and super rich. Let's see. What about the invasion on our southern border? No one gives a rip. Oh, I do. I've covered it a time or two. We just got a lot of heat going on right now with the possibility of a war with Russia. Troops are also sent in from Singapore to Germany. Singapore? Singapore? Who's troops from Singapore? Singapore's joining in this? You gotta be kidding me. I didn't even know Singapore had troops. But Singapore is kind of like Switzerland. So what's going on with Singapore, guys? Antonio Castellano, Greg is one of the kindest, most intelligent person on YouTube. Thank you, thank you. Will Barger, Rex, and Leak Project, and have an amazing set. Yeah, we have a lot of fun when the three of us get together. We've done it. It's been a while. It's been a while since Lee and Rex and I got together. Putin is using a new battle tack. No scorched earth, except for where, yeah, they're definitely hammering Mariupol hard. But, you know, Mariupol is the one place that they've not conquered where they want that land bridge from Crimea over to Donbass. You got to wonder if you got to wonder if Putin would declare victory if he could just sit in that land, if he could establish that land. You know, if everything is the way it looks on the surface, Russians are getting it handed to them hard. People are going to argue with that, but you know that's the way it looks on the surface. Is they're getting hammered hard, and if they can take that land bridge, then they might claim that they achieved all their mission objectives and negotiate a treaty with Ukraine if they could keep all that. I mean, they want a land bridge from Crimea to Donbass. What do you think, Lee? You think they'd settle for that? Would Russia settle for that, or are they going to keep pushing? And if they keep pushing, I know they want to push, but what they got to push with? They got to keep some troops over on China. They got to keep some troops over on the borders with since we're putting troops on the borders with our NATO allies over there, they're going to keep some over there. So what are they going to put in Ukraine? I guess Lee's gone. You still in the room, Lee? What are they going to put on Ukraine? Anyway, I mentioned the chat session or at least in the comments with Nate that I would give him a shout out. He didn't respond to that. Now, in all fairness, he got on my channel one day. He's watching my channel. I know that because he kind of smeared me a little bit because I was talking about the grand solar minimum. Yet later, I put a comment on his channel which he made as the pinned comment. So he had a lot of favor for a comment I left on his channel. So he's paid attention to me in the past. Russia wants it all, is what Lee says. Okay. Well, yeah, I think Russia. Look, Putin's got a big portrait of Peter the Great on his wall. So I think his ambition is not to recreate the Soviet Union, but the Russian Empire. That's what a lot of people think. Russian Empire. He's going back to Peter the Great. He's going back past the Soviet Union, going to Peter the Great. That's what some people think. They have to use missiles because nothing else is working for them. See, that's the scary part. Yeah, missiles don't require troops. And the problem is all the missiles they got with nukes on them. So Lee, how many missiles does Russia have left in their inventory that are non-nuclear? How many Iskanders? Oh, well, hey, yeah, Lee. One thing that I was trying to report is the following. Let's see. Let me pull this up. Find a link to it. Where's it at? Yates. Notes. Oh, so in case y'all don't know, some of the status 6 torpedoes are rumored to be cobalt salted. That is nasty. Cobalt salted. If any of those are SAR bombers, that could be like a doomsday bomb. That's insane, guys. But they're rumored to have a bunch of those torpedoes with cobalt salted bombs on. So it's capable of carrying a full-scale SAR bomber. But they claim they would also put the 2 megaton warheads on them too. I'm impressed with Dr. Valentino's Zakhar's work on solar cycles and our enhanced double dynamo model. I believe climate change is driven by fluctuations of the sun's energy, not carbon emissions, says NDA. Well, there you go. Arnold Smith says, well, we got nothing to lose, and his ground forces aren't successful as planned. Yeah, but you can't occupy with missiles. You can destroy, you can wipe out, but you can't grab and hang on to and hold. So that's not a winning situation in the end, unless you just take your conscripts and just run them across the land that's already obliterated. I don't know. There's an article I'm looking for. Give me a minute so I can find it here. Here we are. Is that it? No. Oh, I can't find an article. But anyway, I'll just talk about it. So one of the hypersonic missiles that Russia is supposed to have is called the Kinzhal. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that quite right. They also refer to it as the dagger. Kinzhal, the dagger. And it's supposed to be hypersonic. Now, hypersonic, what that really means is that you're traveling more than 5 times faster than the speed of sound. 5 times faster to higher. They claim they can get up to Mach 5. They claim that they can get up to Mach 10, Mach 12 with that missile. But we in the United States, when we think about hypersonic, so there's 2 kinds of vehicles. You got glide vehicles, and maybe you got powered vehicles. Well, what we're trying to do is develop hypersonic. Well, we do have some glide vehicles in our repertoire, but we're trying to develop hypersonic missiles that have engines on them that will fly continuously at a hypersonic speed. And the engine for that's called a scramjet. That is very high technology. There's no evidence that I've seen anywhere that suggests that the Russians have done a scramjet, or even the Chinese for that matter. So that's what they say, but I think their number is actually, or they miss 66% of the time. Oh, that's a bad miss rate. That's a bad miss rate. All right, Amanda. So just looking at it from the analysis of the vehicle, the Kinzhal actually uses their Iskander as the first stage. And it may be the only propulsive stage in the whole system. So what they're taking is that ground-to-ground missile known as Iskander, which is a short-range ballistic missile. And they are putting little wings on it and modifying it with attachment points to fly under a MiG-31G. No, MiG-31K, pardon me. MiG-31K is what they're set up to fly it on. So by getting higher altitude, they're in more rarefied air. So they can get, and they got the forward velocity of the jet. So the forward velocity of the jet, they get a little extra velocity to add to the velocity of the rocket motor. And the rocket motor can, we don't have as much drag on it when it's launched at the altitude, so it can get more velocity. And if they put a bigger nozzle on it, as it gets higher up, then it can get more thrust through a larger expansion nozzle. This is part of the trick I used to do with balloon launched rockets. A balloon launched rocket launch from 80 to 100,000 feet, can go 4 times higher from that point up than it would when launched on ground. When launched on ground, it might go this far. When launched from a balloon, it might go that far by comparison. So you can get more velocity and higher altitude. Then the idea is you come back in and glide down. But the problem with a hypersonic missile is that it's going to form an ionization. If it's truly traveling, we're talking re-entry speeds, like like the space shuttle coming back, and it would, or a Apollo capsule. You'll get a vapor, ionized vapor forming around this vehicle. You can't penetrate that vapor with radio waves. That's basically a Faraday cage. It will not have any RF penetrate. If you might remember, there was a blackout whenever we really couldn't communicate radio-wise with either the shuttle or an Apollo capsule during that phase of the flight. Well, this is the phase that a hypersonic missile is supposed to be flying at, which means it's going to have an excellent guidance system in it. It cannot rely at that point on GPS. That's why it can rely on GPS to give it a final update before the plasma forms. Hey, Eric Core, thank you. Greg talks as usual. Love you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So trust is feisty. Truth is feisty. Okay, man. All right. So let's see. Hello, you got weapons. Why scareful? I'm just explaining the nature of a weapon system here that some people are saying are hypersonic. Some people are saying it's not. So I'm just telling you what we know about it. It's it's got the Islander missile as its first stage. So Lee's saying that they only miss 60% of the time. Well, that's a general. You think with a hypersonic, you might be missing a lot more. You got to have a really good guidance system. That's the whole point. So their main claim of fame is that these things are maneuverable at this high velocity. But if you've got maneuverability, I say a ballistic missile, it's already pointed. It knows where it's going. So when it's doing a reentry, at that point, it don't matter. It's on a ballistic trajectory. It's going pretty much where it's set to go to. Now, there are reentry vehicles that have little wings on them. Sandia National Laboratories has developed similar vehicles, and we were going to use one of those as a flying test bed for a program I was doing at NASA years ago. And I went to Sandia because of that. So the only time I ever went to Sandia National Laboratories personally was under that program. And that program was called HITEX. We were going to use it to fly samples of different things, do it as a technology development platform, flight platform. But it got canceled when the Constellation program started. So the Kinzhal, however they say it, it's really questionable what that missile really is. Is it truly? So here's the thing: it takes a lot of technology to go hypersonic, because when you're hypersonic, you get temperatures of 2,220 degrees Celsius, or something on the order of 3,990 degrees Fahrenheit. But titanium can melt at 1670 degrees C or 3040 degrees Fahrenheit. So you got to have a lot of technology. Titanium is our most temperature resistant metal. So it takes a lot of technology to be able to withstand those kind of flight regimes. So I'm just in here talking technology, guys. That's all I'm talking. I'm just analyzing things from the standpoint of technology. Not even got that politics. So Arnold Smith says Amanda Diamond had a video on Rumble. Tell me next time what you thought. Why don't you put a link to that video in here? I'm kind of curious to see what he's talking about. Not careful. No, not careful what you wish for. So I'm just doing an analysis. People ask me about this missile. They said, is it hypersonic? Well, it may be, but to what degree it's effective is a big question. And it may not always be hypersonic. So is it truly hypersonic? It's certainly, I see no evidence of a scramjet in that system. If somebody can show me pictures of this thing with air inlets. Scramjet technology is real difficult to develop. Very difficult to develop. Stop watching other channels that promote fear. Greg states facts. I try to state facts, guys. That's what we're doing here. And I mostly try to bring solutions for issues. Oh, Jessica's two-car garage, especially fuel for the heat. Yeah. You can, well, there's different ways to manage the heat. Some of them are classified, but a lot of it is that's where, like on the leading edge wings of the space shuttle, they use that reinforced carbon, which shattered when hit by foam, which I didn't think that could happen. But those velocities, of course, energy is one half mass times the velocity squared. Guys, a powder puff Nerf ball with enough velocity will take your head off or bust. If you could take a Nerf ball and accelerate it to, I've got a Nerf rocket runner somewhere, accelerate it to high enough velocity, it'd be like you could knock holes in steel with it. Literally. Where did I do my old rockets I used to have my, had some Nerf rockets I used to play with some. I hadn't seen them in a while. I hadn't even thought about them. But that's just the way that stuff is. So, if you have a true hypersonic missile, even without a warhead, if it could hit an aircraft carrier, it could take out the aircraft carrier just with the velocity alone. That's why the kinetic kill vehicles for missile defense, they don't have to have a warhead on it. Just the velocity they're traveling. If they can hit the other warhead, those velocities, they'll blow up. We even were experimenting with the idea of having a net that we would throw out that was accelerated, that opened up by basically an airbag. And this net, in fact, that's what we had in our Everest program that I worked on. It was like airbag technology, and blow up the net real fast right before impact, and it would just be like plastic. Traveling though at extreme high velocity, and it was deemed that was sufficient to take out the enemy warhead if you hit it. In fact, we even did a study just wondering if two bodies passing each other at those high altitude velocities would strip electrons. If you strip electrons off the other body to the point that it was so positive that it would just explode from electric repulsion of the atoms in the body itself. I think the analysis indicated that wouldn't happen, but the actual analysis was classified, so I never saw it. But yeah, we did a lot of interesting science and technology. I've worked missile defense. As y'all might remember, I told y'all that Ambassador Hank Cooper was over the Strategic Defense Initiative Organization, Ronald Reagan Star Wars program. I've had him on this channel. He was a top man in it, top man in the Pentagon, the most important program Ronald Reagan had running. And he's been on this channel. Sure enough, inflatable wings. Exactly, dirtbag. Exactly. Greenland, no disrespect. Oh, who got in trouble? Was it Taz? Taz has some perspective sometimes. ICUERRN. Go back up through the chat, Greg. I posted stuff you missed. Oh, all right, hang on. Let's see what Lee's saying. Yeah, Lee, I was running my mouth. Okay. No, the Iskander missile 6% of the time. They don't have a hypersonic missile. We proved that on the other day. Well, what I'm telling you is the missile they're claiming is as hypersonic uses the Iskander as the first stage. Well, actually, it uses the MiG-31K as the first stage, technically. That gives a little more velocity. But I don't think there's a scramjet on it. My point, Lee, was even if they had the hypersonic velocities, there's a lot of other technological hurdles to overcome. Amanda, the discussion technology don't mean you're worried. I mean, actually, when you're talking about technology, when I'm talking about it, that's saying, well, I'm not worried about that system. You're misreading the intent there, Amanda. I was throwing water on it, basically, saying it's a big nothing burger. Well, and it's something, but it's not what they claim it is. That was the point. Let's see here. What's everybody else saying? Somebody's laughing at dirtbag. What do dirtbags say? Fly high, burn hard, raccoons rule. Back to fiberglass work. Yeah, raccoons. That's what I did. I used a balloon as my first stage. Got to rock it up real high. But seriously, when you get high enough, now see, a MiG is not going to get as high as a balloon. So you're not going to have that 4-to-1 ratio. That ratio really works best for smaller rockets. If I take a rocket from the ground that would hit 10,000 feet in altitude, and I took it up to 100,000 feet, it would do another 40,000 feet. I was building rockets that could hit 30,000 feet from the ground and taking them up on a balloon. That's what I was doing. So yeah, I could actually hit the edge of space. I could hit space with the rockets I was taking up. That's why I did what I did. Ramco hit by Houthis. That's true. Yeah, I could have done a report on that. Yeah, that's concerning, guys. The Houthis hitting Aramco really hard. Here we are with looking at all kind of energy shortages, and the Saudi facilities are being attacked. Guys, we're going to be in for some energy issues here, and and then you get AOC, Pelosi, and crowd come out trying to further step on our petroleum industry. They're saying it needs to be shut down a lot more tighter, that we're burning too much fuel, even with all the stuff going on. So that one guy who could really say something about that's Doug here in Common News, more concerned about the Aramco fields that just got hit. That's right, Doug. So what are they trying to do to us in the energy? Here we are, gas prices are shooting up, and they're wanting to shoot them up even more. So really, when people say, Sleepy Joe did that, yeah, there's something to that. Dirtbag at Green Grades, you can talk about atmospheric skipping and atmospheric vector changes. Getting that info is impossible. I want to suborbital bounce. Yeah, that's what's a program for that once upon a time. What do you call that? Basically, the idea is skipping a rocket across the surface of the atmosphere, kind of like a stone going across the water. That's what a lot of your so-called hypersonic vehicles are thought to do. That's what they thought the one from China could do. It's basically as you get to the lower levels of the atmosphere, they're thicker. So you could basically, wave riders, the word I was trying to think of. Yeah, we had a program one time, we called it Wave Rider, that we were looking at doing that with. And we've had some hypersonic programs. CAV was on, but most of that stuff's been done by the Air Force. Antonio Castellano, what was it? Am I saying it right? Castellano. Okay, Castellano. Thanks, Greg. I hope I'm saying that right. Ace Jesus Saves sounds a bit cannibalistic. Right, Ro? What? Oh, Ace Lee talking to Jesus Saves. What did Jesus Saves say? Fried green Gregs. Oh yeah, that's oh yeah. And Ace Lee, that's what I call my program tonight. Just having fun, because my channel is named Green Gregs. So and Dr. Zeus had a book called Green Eggs and Ham. Green Gregs and Ham. You see what I'm saying? Green eggs and ham, green Gregs and ham. Just having a little fun. So it's Friday. Or Fridays, I'm so tired. I'm usually just fried. So I call it Fried Fridays. Or in this case, I'll say Friday fried, green Gregs and ham. It's just a play on words. I was a big fan of Dr. Zeus as a kid. He was funny. Let's see. Melody Dawn, Green Rest. Do you know of John B. Wells? Used to be on Coast Guard. I really think you'd make a great guess. He's on YouTube, but Shadowban, you always have to type in John B. Wells. I hadn't heard of him. John B. Wells. Larry Fink wants us to go to. Oh my gosh, Larry Fink. Fink is definitely one of Schwab Stoogie boys. We don't want nothing to do with that. John B. Wells. Let me type it. Go to YouTube and type that in. Hang on, guys. Type that in. Larry Fink is the head of BlackRock. And I've mentioned BlackRock in some of my videos, guys, in somewhat less than congratulatory way. Where's this? John B. Wells. Hope I got that right. B. Wells. There's a John B. Wells. Respiratory psychology. Caravan to midnight. All right, so he's got 137 subs. I'm getting more views than he's getting right now, though. Poor fella. He's not posting that many videos. That's probably why. Oh, yeah, he only did 21 videos this month. Normally, probably the other way around. Yikes. Let's see what else is out here right now. I'll check this channel out in a little bit. Let me go back on YouTube. I'm going to Lee Wilbarger. Oh, I deleted it. I didn't mean to do that. Dadgummit. Undo. It's probably this from my main computer. We see Lee's got his room up. Okay, guys. Lee was doing a room raid on our side. Let's do a counter room raid. Let's see. Kathy Pittman. Satan always accuses you of what he's doing. I'll call you rat fink. Well, that's a term I haven't heard in a while. Okay, Dylan has a radio program 6 days a week, Caravan to Midnight. I just found it. So what's his normal topic there? What's the normal thing that John B. Wells covers, Jen? It's currently on air on the West Coast. Okay. George Norris. Okay. All right, guys. So yeah, Arnold, that's the kind of stuff that I'm thinking. Right? These guys may all be playing Klaus Schwab's game, just from different sides. One may, good cop, bad cop game. And who's good and who's bad may depend on which way you're looking at it. Yes, General's on Saturday nights. Okay, good. Well, I got my General I'll bring on here, and I'm probably going to bring some more on soon, maybe, hopefully. Greg is literally a rocket scientist. His intel knowledge is gold. Thank you there, Antonio. So, guys, that's what I try to bring you here on Green Grass. Oh, yeah, by the way, I do want to thank everybody again. We got more people in here now. We got some new people in here. We made a huge difference, guys. We made a huge difference. You made a huge difference. I want to thank y'all for that. And I'll show you what we made a huge difference on. Then we may go over and raid Lee's channel. We'll do a room raid here in a minute. He's on live still. And I don't know if we're still over there being live cast from his channel. But let's see here. I'm going to do a share screen. Come here and share where we're at right now. That's us at the moment. If I stay there, it's going to get nested. All right, here we are, guys. Y'all went in here and did what I asked you to do. I had to ask a couple of times, but it worked. And it worked amazingly well because of your action. Going in here and clicking on that, coming this page. Sometimes I've actually shared this page with you. And I'm going to copy this and put it in the chat room again in a minute. You came here and clicked on this. Take action. You filled it out and you hit the submit button. 4,000 of you did this. We got 4,000 hits from our videos and my stuff on the Freedom Restoration Foundation. 4,000, a little bit better than 4,000. Guys, that's huge. Because each one of you that sent these in for every 1 cent out of that 4,000, that 4,000 is actually several letters that went forward. They went to the president, the vice president, the head of the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, the head of the Energy Department of Energy. Went to both of your senators and your congressmen and a few other people. I think about 10 or 12 different letters went out for every one of those 4,000. So hopefully we're getting some attention. So we just got to keep doing this, guys. This is the way we deal with it. This is how we make it happen. And every one of you that did that is a hero. Didn't take you, but I said it wouldn't take but 3 minutes. I had several people come and say, well, it didn't even take me 3 minutes. So, y'all spend a lot of time here watching videos, and just always just take a few minutes to do something useful like this. If you haven't done it already, please do it now. And I stopped the share. I'm going to come back in here on the chat room, and I'm going to throw this in here for you to see. Ding, 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 ding. This is what I bring you. This is what I do different than all the other YouTube channels, all the other prepping channels, is I might bring a problem, but I bring a solution. Every time I can, I bring a solution. A lot of times the solution may be just prep, but I usually try to say prep and then do other things. Or maybe it's doing the garden. Wow, I'm a hero. That's right, Cha-Cha. Everybody that did that is a hero. You may have helped save our world. Your children, your grandchildren may be indebted to you for it. I signed 3 times. Well, email this to friends and family. Say, guys, you got to do it. Put it on your social media. Share the links. A lot of people said they shared the links. That's how this thing multiplies, how you get things to go viral. We need this to go viral because we need to get these nasty spent fuel rods taken care of at these nuke plants. We really need that because that's a huge threat if the grid goes down. I don't know where my cursor went on this computer. Hope it hasn't locked up. If it has, I'm not going to be able to change any screens from here forward. I'll just have to switch, hit the switch in the video. Shoot. Hang on, guys. Be right back. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Ow. Be right back. Hang on, guys. All right. Let's see if I can get control of this computer again. I think I lost my mouse. Yeah, I lost control of the mouse on this computer. If I can't get it back, this video will just have to roll until I'm ready to end the show, and I'll have to turn off the computer to end the show. And that's what's going to happen. I have totally, whoa, caused something to happen. I had to enter a few times. Well, I still don't have my mouse though. What happened? I'm not careful, I'll end the whole show here. Escape. All right, we're at risk here. I might knock everything out. Don says, that is why I'm here. I can hear complaints anywhere. The solutions are the real answer. There we go. That's why I try to bring solutions all the time. But they're usually at the end of my video, so most people don't know it. The next tell me I'm in here doing fear porn. When the whole point of the video is to take action. We can fix something, you know? That's what I usually try to do. Of quick, get a cat. I should have brought a cat back in. That's right. Hey, by the way, Granny, good to see you. I got a letter to send to you. Let's see, I got a letter to forward to you. I got a package. I got 2 packages today. Yep, got 2 packages. And one of them is from Judy. Is Judy in the house? Judy in the house. Please don't take down the grid. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to save the grid. Do you need an indoor mouser? No, I got them outdoors. We're doing perimeter defense of the mousers outdoors. Yeah, the problem once they get indoors, eventually when they get big, they get to be about like the mouse. Check your battery in your mouse. Oh, no, it's good. It's not that. It's got power. This happens to me. It's a software issue. I need another computer, basically. I need to replace this computer. It just hangs up on me. She is not asleep yet. There's Judy. There's Judy. All right, so I got this gift from Judy here. I wish I could blow up the video, get it out of the share screen mode. If I could just do that. Maybe if I hit S, it'll stop share. No, that ain't gonna do it. Oh well. Can I do this? I need to stop share. The small synopsis on the fuel rods thread I posted to Gab for you, and that might have an extra helping hand. Yeah, all right, very good. Yeah, that's what we need, guys. Share stuff as much as you can. Uh-oh, Taz is getting in trouble tonight. Yeah, sometimes we get guys that get a little rowdy. Taz can be good at times, but sometimes Taz has got some personality. Put it mildly. So guess what I got from Judy here? She sent me some. I had to drop everything. Hang on. I don't know if y'all be able to see it tonight. Now that I lost my video, maybe I'll show it to you again. She's got Hey Jude Botanicals Lumberjack Beard Balm. I don't know if you guys can see this. So I'll open it for the first time. Let's put some on. Oh, this is hard. The other beard balm was a little softer. I'm going to scratch it off with my fingernails. My palm of my hand. Let it melt. Put it on my beard. I need some on my beard anyway. A spoonful or 2 of honey will take care of that Charlie horse. Oh, Gigi got a Charlie horse. A spoonful of honey. Billy says, Greg, get some sleep. I'd be surprised how good my run afterwards. Yeah, I think the one up here, I'm sleep deprived today. Maybe that's one reason I'm a little more animated tonight. Because I didn't get to bed till 6 o'clock. It's now already 1:27. So I've been up for a long time. I can't go full screen apparently. I'm stuck. My mouse is stuck. I can't operate this computer. I can't do anything. I'm hitting buttons. I might actually end the program accidentally. I got stuck into this mode. All right, I got some of this in my beard now. And she's got a mustache. She gave me a mustache wax too. I'll probably do that in front of my mirror before I try to use that. She sent me a little comb, and she sent me some stuff. She said, breathe it only when you get an ocular headache. I guess it means ocular migraine. And jewelweed soap. Now, what is jewelweed? Jewelweed soap. What is jewelweed, guys? I don't know. That kind of got me strange. Mustache wax. I can't go full screen. My computer's hung up. Judy, do you love me? Says Arnold. So, all right, I got this stuff here. It's says sniff only for ocular headaches. I suppose you mean ocular migraines, which is something I get sometimes. So I shouldn't sniff it now. Mm. All right. Now Brian is not in the house tonight. I'm gonna have to re-show this one. Y'all can see the TV, see the screen better. I was going to show it earlier. Brian sent me a card. Brian Perendi. He's not in the house tonight. I don't read that. He'll complain. He'll chime in the chat session later and complain. He sent me this and told me I could use it for a frisbee. He gave me some stickers. One state I've never been to is Minnesota. Then he sent me a Federal Ammo freezer magnet. Stick on my counter over there. And Sassy Squatch with stars. Fancy shorts. I guess that's one cool Sassy Squatch, right? Anyway, what are you sniffing? Well, I don't know. You better ask Judy. Not unless you have a migraine. I wasn't supposed to sniff it, huh? What's it going to do to me now? I just barely sniffed it. Actually, I did see one little spot earlier. Don't be biting, no sniffing. No, I don't do that kind of sniff. I ain't Sniffy Joe. I got so creepy. Go with a Viking ring on the beard. Oh boy, Granny, you're a busy girl tonight. They are trying to hit you up for a date. Uh-oh, everybody's trying to get Granny, huh? Soil test at county extension office. Yeah, I can do that. Melanie Don Gringers, I can send you email of the still photos. Still photos of what, Melanie? Hey, open up my chat room here again. I've lost the chat room. What is, oh, we got 146 in the room now. Let me see what Melanie's talking about. Not a thing, LOL. Yeah, we got our screen nested in infinity because I can't control the computer that I'm sourcing this from, but I am picking up my laptop. Melanie Dawn. So let's see what Melanie Dawn was saying before. What is it that she's going to send me pictures of? I got to scroll back up so I find it. Was it Bigfoot, Sasquatch? I don't know. What's the still photos, Melanie? I'm scrolling up so I can find what your other statements here. There's tons of potassium in honey. What about magnesium? Scrolling up, peculiar southern grand mal. Maybe close out some of them. I can't do it. I have no control over this computer at all. I can't get it to do. The only thing I do is hit the off switch. I can't do anything else with it. It will absolutely not do anything. It is frozen. The camera's running and the screens are frozen. Everything is frozen. The only thing I can do to this computer is hit the off switch. That's the only thing that's going to work on tonight. So I've lost control of it. Well, I can do one other thing. I can take it to shop and replace the motherboard, start it fresh. It's old. My cousin, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, searches for Sasquatch. Cool. I'm still looking for her other comment. I'm looking up, so there should be a comment above. I'm not saying, hey, Cherry, how you doing? The jewelweed soap is to use when you get contact with poison ivy. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. So that's what the jewelweed's for. If I get poison ivy, I don't get too much trouble with that. There was a time that I did. All right, let me go down through here. Back. Spoonful of two honey. Take care of a Charlie horse. Spoonful of honey. Make the Charlie horse go away. Charlie horse go away. Well, a spoonful of honey make Prince Charlie go away. Spoonful of honey and make Prince Charlie go away in the most delightful way. I think if it went flush, it would be the most delightful way for him. I'm not into royalty. No use. We fought a war in this country not to have royalty. So why does Americans want to pay homage to those guys, right? Melted on the DARPA drone. Oh, that's what you're going to send pictures of, the DARPA drone. Okay. All right. The beard comb is made of bamboo. Oh, really? All right, so this is made of bamboo. It's a beard comb. Comb of the beard, comb of the mustache, made of bamboo. I use dish soap. What do you use dish soap for? All right. All right. So sorry, Taz. Sort of new here. I hope we're good now, says Kathy. Now Taz is back in the room. Billy77, she's good. Okay, guys, stop picking on Granny. There we go. Pick on Granny. And I got Granny. I guess I'm gonna have to look up your address. I should have it on my phone, I hope, because I was sent a letter to send you. I was told I had your address. Where is that letter at? Back in here. Yeah, there it is. So Granny, that's got to go to you. I'll make sure I find your address here. Address should be on this device. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, by the way, Granny, give me the hourglass here. Let's see here. Make sure I got it. Contacts. Dun, 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 dun. Spoonful of honey helps the Prince Charles go away. I don't know. It's something. I think honey's too sweet to make him go away. Let's see here. La 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 la. Where's it at? There it is. I don't know what they since they did updates on this thing. Every time I open somebody's contact, it's want me to add another recipient. Drives me nuts. Ernie MT of Texas says, "Do you ever like this? Do you ever do like this? Is how you do this video, or can you point me at the right direction for somebody else that's credible? Credible on what, Ernie or Emmy? Okay, Emmy. Credible on what? My computer's froze up. This computer, the only thing on this computer that's going to be operable right now is the off switch. That's why it's stuck here. But what are you talking about? What is it you think there's no credibility for? Do you ever? I'll have to scroll it over here. I've lost that message. Just scroll out of control. Do you ever do like a this is how? Do you ever do a this is how you do this video? Oh, yes. I got tons of videos on gardening, raising worms. I got those kind of videos. I got videos on wild edibles, which is a good prepping topic. I was planning to do a video on making a stove out of tin cans. I got the stuff to do it with. I just haven't done it. My biggest problem right now is just finding time to do anything. And I've already been on here very late today. Beginner's gardening basic. Yeah, I got garden beds 101. Go to probably the best way to find my older videos and my garden videos is go to greengregs.com and then go over and look where it says, gardening videos, and you'll see a lot of videos in there about various gardening things. I got that. But go to, raised beds 101 or something like that is one of the videos. Check that out. And I'll be doing more on that in the not too distant future. But you know what? My gardening videos don't get many views. I got some videos of gardening. I got some videos on raising microgreens. I got a few videos on aquaponics. I got a bunch of videos on raising worms. In fact, my top video on this platform is 5 key things to do to raise worms. That video's got 457,000 views now. So I got an issue with this stupid way this thing comes up. Oh, come on. Every time I go in to try to start a conversation on my phone now, it's coming in to want me to add another recipient. So it makes it hard for me to go in and read the info on the person, because all I'm trying to do is read the info field where I put in stuff like the address, other numbers. It's taking me straight into chat. Maybe if I do it from phone instead of messages. I don't. Every time they run an update on these phones, something gets hosed up. Mods and channers, good to see you again, but I want to attempt to sleep now. All right, Cherry, good night. Good to see you here. Let me try this from the phone side. I'm looking for Granny's address. I got it on my phone, but going in from the message mode is not letting me do it. All it wants me to do is go in and add another recipient. I hate it when they run software updates on these. And I got another software update that's want to run. Every time my software update runs, something that don't work gets fixed, and then something that works gets unfixed. So I don't know. These phones are kind of messy. Kathy, LOL, no permanent control, alt delete. No, the only thing I can do on this computer is hit the off switch. So hang on, guys. Ball peen hammers are my favorite. Yeah, that would work on this computer. I am trying to find something here. Granny Lana is here. I'm hopeful. All right, now if I come in from the phone side, I can get some information, I think. Well, history, storage locations. No, where's the info button at? Oh my gosh. Granny, you're gonna have to text me your address again. I can't pull it up. Storage locations. What has that got to do? Storage locations. That's weird. History, no history. What is it with this phone? This phone's junk. There's the information button, but when I hit it, it's not taking me the information fields. Wow. This phone's junk. I don't like it. Oh, Granny, you're going to have to resend me your address, because I got a letter to send you. And I don't have I can't pull your address up. So I have to text it to me again. Or email it to me. One or the other. Sorry about that. All right, I'm going to go to my laptop. And let's see. What's everybody saying here? Devil's Den, do you want to smoke worms and paper? Oh my gosh, I want to smoke worms. You guys are too much. GG, I can send you Granny's Addy. Okay, good. I've had it. I can't. Email it to me. Probably better than text them on the phone. I have to put it somewhere though, or I'll lose it again. So let's see here. Banana. What's I saying banana, Tom? All right, it's getting late here. Like I said, I was up to 6 o'clock this morning. Had too much going on and didn't get so many things I did not get done. And I just had to do, and I couldn't get to them. I had bills I had to pay today before places closed, and I couldn't get to them. I needed to get a trip to Best Buy. I had something I really needed to get. I didn't get to do that today. Yeah, I just get overwhelmed, guys. I can't do everything I got to do. There's just no way on God's green earth I can do it. So anyway, let's do one thing before we go tonight here. Two things. I'm gonna go to Lee Wilbarger's room, see what's going on over there. Maybe we'll do a room raid. We'll do him a return favor here. Let me see, pull up that. Let's see if he's still alive. If he's got huge breaking news, we won't bother him. Well, I saw it earlier. Yeah, he's up live. He's only got 57 in his room right now. Doomsday and Other Spooky Planes Over Europe is the name of the show right now. Let's see. He was playing us in his room earlier, according to some of our mods. He's not now. He must have just started his other new video. He's got 62 in the room now. All right, everybody, let's go over to Lee's channel and say Room Raid from Green Greg's. All right, go over there. If you've never been on Lee's channel, give him a subscribe. Just say Room Raid from Green Greg's. Yeah, let's jump over there in this chat room. Let's see. Maybe I can put a link to it over here in our chat room. What mountain do I live near? How about Montesano Mountain, Wade Mountain? There we go. There is the link to Lee's room. Y'all click on it, go in there and go in the chat session and say Room Raid from Green Greg's. I see Paul Smith's over there. Paul, you're on both places. He's rebooting Greg. Oh, that's what's happening. Okay. Paul, you're in both places. I see that. Which is better, coffee or tea? I don't know. I'm drinking both. In fact, I've already drank both up. Where did I put my glass of tea? I know it's back there. All right. All right. Well, nobody's saying room raid. Y'all don't feel like doing a room raid? I did it a few weeks ago. Well, he's got 88 in his room now. All right, Judy, you're in both places. All right, say room raid. There you go. Don, you did it. Thank you. Room raid from Green Greg's. All right, I'm 65. 65. Room raid from Green Greg's. There we go. Madam McGross, room raid from Green Greg's, boogity boogity. All right, I'm reading that out of his room there. Cha, have you seen Bigfoot? Asked Taz. That's a good question. Max says, is that NATO Jets call sign? Edward Donfield on Green Greg's, LOL. Crashers, welcome. Cindy 8, room raid for Green Greg's. Cool, guys. Cool. I'm having a time. I hope you're having a good time, Judy. She says, I'm having a time. She didn't say what kind of time she's having. Let's hope it's a good time. Arnold, I'm staying here. All right. It says, Cha. Yeah, Cha has got her and she's not getting along with Lee. In fact, I think, yeah, they don't get along anymore. So are we going to KLW News or Inventor Will Barger? Well, he's up on KLW World News. I just put your link in the room earlier for that. Room raid from Green Greg, says Nightman. All right, cool. We got his views up. So, all right. So, yeah, he did a room raid on us, so we're going back. There we go. Dowell, Antonio, very good, guys. See if Lee's talking over here. I got the sound muted. I don't hear any sound on his channel. Just type something real quick over here. We're going to do our little normal prayer request. Guys, if you got a prayer request, put it in the channel here. All right. I got his views up a little bit. So I don't want to risk getting timed out. Okay. Space Girl, he has comments limited subscribers for 14. Oh, is he running that mode? I can't tell that. Maybe he is. Okay. Y'all, Lee, thanks. Expanding everything, Mr. Green, knowledge for Fan Tower. All right. So let's do a prayer request. God, pray for no more Charlie horses for me. All right, Judy, no more Charlie horses for Judy. That's a good thing to pray for. Right now, so we're gonna pray for Kaylee, right, Granny? That's Granny's granddaughter. He's been fighting cancer. We should say a prayer for Randy Bly, the Blue Ball Bunny Farm. I'm not seeing him in a few days, guys. Has anybody seen Randy Bly anywhere? Any other chat rooms? Ernie, see, Emmy says, well, I can't do ring raid because I haven't been subscribed. Okay. All right. All right, Cha-Cha, pray for my mother, please. Dementia's awful. Well, that is awful. Sparky's wrong. KLW World News rated. Yep. Well, they rated us earlier, so we just returned the favor. Kind of harder to do when you limit so you can comment over there. All right. Pray for Kaylee, Dowles, and Randy. All right. Who else should we pray for, guys? We need to pray for people over and that suffering from the war over in Ukraine. You know, there's a lot of people got sent in to fight that didn't know that we're going in there. The ones who were not causing damage should be paid for. But we should pray for all the civilians that are under the brunt of war. It's an awful thing. It's a very awful thing. Let's pray that it don't spread. All right, let's do a quick prayer session, guys. We're going to call it a night here in a minute. Everybody pray according to your own way of praying. I'm not here to, you know, this is not a religious channel. I'm not telling you how to pray. Pray according to your own method. Amen. Worried about Randy. Yeah, we hadn't heard from Randy in a little while. It's been a couple of weeks since we've seen Randy. Randy would always come in here. So we hope he's good. Valerie Moore praying. So why don't we do this? Some people might wonder, why do we pray? Why don't we do this? We do it because we're family. Family members pray for family members. It's what we do. It's how we roll. We are family in this channel. There's a lot of people suffering in the world right now, but you know, we got that amongst us too. So we take care of each other whatever we can. And you know what? These little mementos of affection you guys send me when you send me little things in the mail, you know, that touches me. And, you know, super chats, all these things help me. But I hope that by bringing you information, I'm helping you. And when I bring you things that you can do, activities like write a letter, take an action, you know, as many times I show websites that from the various people I bring on, I'm interviewing, and I say, hey, go to this website, do this, do that. We're bringing actions here. We're trying to get things done. That's right, Periphery Wizard. Amen. Amen, said Devil's Den. Prayers to this great Atlanta. Extra prayers for Kaylee. There you go, Cha-Cha. Prayer for all y'all. That's right, all y'all. That's a very southern thing there, Matterman. Where are you from, Matterman? All y'all. I just texted that to somebody this evening. I told them all y'all. I actually went to one of my best friend's birthday parties last night. If y'all remember Tim Pickens, he and I interviewed him once or twice over my Galactic Graves channel. I think a couple times, at least a couple times. All right, how about seeing Bob Dobbs in a while? Oh yeah, we haven't seen him in a long time. I wonder what happened to him, and I don't know. You know, the Randy that sent me this passed away, and we lost him. Good guy. He got sick and we lost him. It's a good walking cane. You know, I hate that when we lose members of our family. It happens though. You know, some of us are up there in the years. Some few of us got some health challenges. That's why we pray. That's why we do what we do. Burgertown, Tennessee. Oh, that's right. You told me that. It's not on the map. Yeah, that's why you say, oh, y'all. I knew you were Southern. That's right. We talked about Burgertown so many times. Tennessean. Yep. Arnold. We know what prayers can do, and that is why we pray, Arnold. I do believe in a greater creator. And we do know that prayers are powerful. Uh-oh. Taz is saying it. All right, so that's what we do, guys. Oh, you're in Texas. Okay, Amy. The guy who gave me that stout, Randy. I want to say McClure. I have to go back and check. My brain's getting brain locked tonight. Hey, thank you, Valerie. Appreciate that. And much love back at you. It's appreciated. Yeah, guys, you know, maybe, you know, I got a little testy tonight. I know, but I'm probably just tired. It's been a long day for me. Very long day. I got up at 6 this morning. No, I went to bed at 6. I probably woke up before I got to bed. One of those kind of days. So I just got a lot to do. It gets to be a bit much, and it's almost 2 a.m. here. So I got a few things to do before I go to bed again. So I probably need to end this. I got a lot of things to do, guys. I'm a busy guy, but you know, it's therapeutic for me too to be with you guys. It really is, because y'all enthuse me. Y'all do. It's a family session, and you know, family needs family. We're social animals, and this is how we reach out to each other. We care for each other even when someone is feeling down or misunderstood. Now, we got a lot of that misunderstanding going on. There you go. And in order to care, we must have one drop of love to comprehend. You're right, Arnold. So right. So right. And you know, I was asking tonight, our good friend Amanda. Amanda's been a good friend for a long time, but lately she's been really spanking on us. So I just go, why? So anyway, I agree. Screen frozen, or is it mine? Not mine. It's my computer. There's only one way I'm gonna end the video tonight. I gotta hit the off switch. The mouse, it doesn't know worky, but the camera will keep filming. Everything will keep status quo. I just cannot get the mouse to do anything. The mouse is frozen. It won't do nothing. It is stuck. This computer does that sometimes. And so it's done it while we got live. It's done it one time before in a live session. Love, peace, chicken grease. Yeah, let's all pay for world peace, right? World peace, world peace. Let's pray for Amanda too. You know what? she's not a happy camper, and you're right. We need to pray for her. She's been a very faithful, loyal, long-time friend, and lately she's been unhappy. I think a lot of it's got to do with the fact they've been in such a tight lockdown, and I ain't got anything to do with the battery. And see, the laser in this thing is working. Let's see if we can get it to show. The laser in here is working. It's a software glitch. And it does it to me all the time. All I do, I have to turn the computer off. And when it reboots, it might come up. Sometimes I have to reboot 3 or 4 times. And when it's getting right software state, it'll run maybe a few hours, maybe a week. Then it'll do it again. What I gotta do is I gotta take this computer to the shop. But when I do that, my video qualities are gonna be crap for a while because this laptop has got a terrible camera in it. Maybe I can use the camera off this other thing. And it's got no hard drive for videos. The hard drive in it's almost non-existent. But it's got tons of RAM. I can open a zillion windows on this laptop and it won't bog down. This thing, 5 or 6 windows, and it's it chokes. All right, Don says, good night, Green Gregs. Enjoy the sound of silence. The sounds of silence. Charlie horses take 2 to 3 seconds. I don't know why that is put in. Oh, I can't do nothing. I'm sorry, trying to accept the comment. I can't even get to it. Oh, well. Yeehaw. I could do on this computer, but I'm in the wrong place. Hey, Cha Cha, thank you so much. Yay. Cha Cha, thank you. Thank you, thank you. No, Control Alt Delete. I run a risk of shutting down the computer. But at this point, it won't matter. What Control Alt Delete would normally do, press Alt to show or hide meeting controls. Oh, that's just going to be meet controls. The problem is I can't get the mouse back. It might change the window on the Zoom. What's it going to do? It might end the video. So we may be over. Let's see. All right, now let's go to Task Manager. I can't do anything. Now
make your computer easier to use. Windows will read and scan this list automatically. Press the space bar to select the highlighted option.
All right, now I can't even see the screen on
Hear
the computer.
text on screen. Read aloud narrator. Make items on the screen larger magnifier. Make your computer easier to use. Windows will read and scan this list
I can't do the mouse. I still can't run a mouse.
Space bar to select the highlighted option.
Oh my gosh, what a mess. Yeah, I'm in a bad spot now, guys. I guess y'all can still see me.
Read aloud narrator.
Yeah, now I got some ease of access junk. It won't
items
stop.
On the screen, larger magnifier. See more contrast. In color, high contrast.
Ah, I got rid of that. Greg, you're very sweet and hardworking. Thank you for me. At least I can see my screen again. Yeah, Control Alt Delete don't do me any good. Lordy, guys. All right, it's been a long night. Last time mine talked, it deleted the hard drive. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, I don't like it when it's in there trying to give me options and I can't select. It's scary, guys. Scary business. Yeah, I was kind of scared to hit Control Alt Delete. And it didn't do me any good. I got an off switch. That's what I'm going to hit. Off switch. Control Alt Delete. That's what I did, Granny. It put me in a bad spot. I still can't control the mouse. It went in some voice activation mode. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I got my chest harness on while what's happening. Chest harness. What? I got a few things. Hey guys, I just want to say this before you go, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I want to thank y'all for everything y'all have done to help that campaign about getting the spent fuel rods taken care of. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look at my last couple. Well, go back and look at the videos where I've interviewed Colonel Tommy Waller, and the live session I did after that. So that will be before, my last two videos were with, and everybody should watch this last video. The one I did on the EMP with Dr. Dr. Allen, excuse me, Dr. Arthur Bradley. See, I used to buy parts for Allen Bradley, so I always get those words crossed in my mind. Dr. Arthur Bradley. And then before that, I posted a video where I was talking to General Ken Crosnett. But the two videos before that are both on this thing about our spent fuel rods. Watch those videos. Take action accordingly with those. If you've already done it, all I can say is thank you. We got 4,000 people active on that. So that was awesome. You're heroes. Thank you for that. I want to thank you, all you super chatters. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Cha-Cha. And I want to thank Valerie Moore. You've all been so good to me tonight. I really appreciate that. And I really want to thank, we had some earlier super chatters. I want to thank all you mods. You've been busy tonight. And I want to just thank everybody for coming in here tonight and watching. I really do. So with that said, I'm going to pull the plug on the program tonight. I'm going to hit the off switch. So with that, I'm going to say in my final words is thank you, good night,